Hmm. You know what I'm thinking I'm gonna do? Oh, wrong way. I think I may actually head back to Stormwind and get the polearm training, so I can use my new weapon.
My goods are of the highest.
I didn't even do that intentionally.
Off with you. Watch, get her back. Be good.
Oh, actually, there's something I want to check first. Something I want to check first. There was talk before that the Hinterlands dailies are going to stop giving rep, stop giving XP after level 55. Sorry, level 53. So I'm gonna head back and check.
It's too far away.
Oh yeah, I wanted to do the go into Stormpike again, and well, maybe this time actually look at the merchant.
Hey there. Need help? Light bless you. Hey there.
Oh yes, I remember now what I was gonna do. What's her name? Dentoria. Denatoria?
Well met.
Oh yeah, I want to check out Hinterlands.
Go with
Yeah, matches aren't long enough. Like, you can't do anything, any of the side content, unless it turns into probably just a strict grind on the other side. Like, I find if we ever, like, kind of, like, stymie, the Horde's gonna win. They'll grind out for a bit, and then the Horde's gonna win. It kind of sucks. Ooh? There's a Horde there with a different banner. It was like a white one. That's unique. Might want to go in there at some point and see. Um, but yeah, the AV just doesn't last long enough. They need to buff the general. They need to buff the commanders to force you to actually engage with the area.
What can I do for you?
Because I like AV, The saddest bit of it though is that each match is rushed. You don't really get to enjoy it, you know. You get to play like Warsong Gulch and see the whole thing of it. You get to play Arati Basin and see the whole thing of it. But people try and rush AV as hard as they can, and it's kind of sad, you know, because I like the idea of, you know, gathering those crystals, turning them in, upgrading the NPC troops, and you know that kind of thing. That really appeals to me, but it's just not an option.
What brings you?
But yeah, there was talk that they were going to make it so the incursions only gave XP up to level 53. But then there's also talk that incursions are actually good experience. And it was just, no one mentioned any limit. To be fair, I just kind of presumed it'll be relevant to me. Someone mentioned it's good XP, I'm just hoping. Well, I'm just presuming it's to do with me. Yeah. Or, you know, applicable to me. A hastily organized group of druids working with both the Alliance and Horde to stop the nightmare incursions.
I am
Oh. I can't do the quest anymore.
Terminales. May the stars guide you. Go in peace.
This is shoddily done. The fact that they've removed you can't do the other quest at all now. It's
Good luck.
that's kind of disgusting.
Farewell. May the stars.
Actually, you know what? Like, they've never removed dailies like that before. Just let me do it at a reduced rate, damn it. Or like, with the reduced XP gain. Oh, I hadn't the tracking on. Come on, up. Okay, so instead of not getting any XP from level 53, you just can't do the quest full stop. Tedious. Honestly, is it possible for an LB to even be fallen? I think they're born that way. Ephemeral and unstable. Apparently you can buy it on the auction house? That makes no sense. Shouldn't be able to auction limited time goods. Huh, annoying. I'm out. Need to do this quickly. At least I can at least get mining XP here. I'm not sure if there's any benefit to getting my mining to, like, say, 300. Like, is there anything I can get? I do appreciate being able to stun something that's directly behind me. It's very useful. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything I can actually get at, like, 300 mining. Like, there's some you can get at 300 skinning, with a special skinning knife on, but I don't think there's an equivalent for miners. I need to stop for a second. Hey folks, and I'm back. Okay. I need to get 2 more ore. God damn. Not doing this sooner, it feels like a real missed opportunity.
I need to get closer.
This version of the Emerald Dream looks pretty weird. Like, we've seen like the Emerald Dream in retail, and so this is kind of just odd. There we go. Okay, somehow I took no damage there. Maybe you can't take damage while you're under that debuff. Like it's a full, like, negation. Awesome.
Peace be with you. Good luck, friend.
You have the Star Silver ore.
Farewell.
Well done, thank you. Services will be remembered.
Go in peace. Then not.
Okay. Let's head back to Stormwind and see if I can indeed buy Star Silver ore. 1, 2, 3. Hey folks, I'm back. Okay, I have two things to do. Firstly, we'll check out Star Silver. Shopping. Wow, you can actually buy it. Yeah, I accept this. Need to buy a lot. Okay. Spend a lot of money there. I just can't be bothered running around finding loose bits of ore like that. I just don't care.
For the Alliance.
Bully. I don't even know how to say that. The Dwarven Weapon Master at the Palnai and I'm in Ironforge teaches fist weapons, guns, one and two-handed axes, and one and two-handed maces. Big C Wobblebunk, and the Gnome Weapon Master at the Palnai and I'm in Ironforge teaches crossbow, daggers, and throwing weapons. Ilyana Moonfire, the Night Elf Weapon Master, resides at the Warrior's Terrace in Darnassus, teaches bow, daggers, fist weapons, staff, and throwing weapons. 1, 2. I'm off on this now. Let's see. Okay. Ice Barb Spear. Magnificent.
King's honor, friend.
Very peak. Alright. Actually, stop next point. No, don't. Ugh. I'll be back in a bit, folks. I'll come back when I'm up there. I'm just gonna go listen to stuff and whatnot. I'll pause this, I'll go listen to other stuff. I'll bring you back in when I'm there. 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. Alright. Let's go turn these in. When I saw that flavor description about like ephemeral and whatnot, I really did think they were temporary items. So me deleting that bit of orb from Duskwood before was a waste. Complete waste. I've 19. I've 99. Oh jeez, this is only 9 turn in. 9 and 9/10 of a turn in. Do I have to do a farming set? I might need to. I just want to get up to friendly so I can get my thing. But yeah, I wish Blizz would mess with AV so it would actually be viable to try and do other things in it. things. Like, I want to go and to do the you know, capture the mine, but you saw there, I wouldn't have enough time. I just wouldn't, frankly, wouldn't have enough time to do the um, job. Give me a sec. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I wouldn't have time to do the gig, to do the job. Like, to try and take the mine, to salvage supplies from the mine. I just wouldn't have time. Like, I want to actually look at the other mechanics of, you know, Alterac Valley, but you just don't have the time to do it. Every game is a rush. They want to win it in like 6 minutes. Like AB and GWG, Warsong Gulch and Arati Basin both go on longer. But Warsong Gulch and Arati Basin both go on longer. Warsong Gulch and Arati Basin both go on longer. You get to actually see the full thing of it because they're very focused. Alterac Valley is much more spread out, with a wider scope, and so you don't get to see much of it at all. You get to see just the final boss, and that's it. You're just funneled down to help people play, and what's optimal. So I wish they would tweak things so you could actually look at the rest of it. It would be nice.
Farewell.
I'm listening. May the stars guide you. Farewell.
I never went to my fucking mailbox.
Then not.
There's one over in the Airy Peak. Yeah, they'll be fine. I really like AV, but each game is just a rush, you know? You don't get to actually enjoy it, you know? Each game is just very narrow focus, rush down the boss, rush down the boss, rush down the boss. And it sucks. I want to see the other mechanics of it. That would be nice. But it's not an option. No XP. Honestly, this feels like a hell of a journey. Really feels like it takes a while. I'm really kind of torn Like, I can get why areas will be summated. Like, you know, the 4 farms in Westfall are hardly all the farms that are there. You know, the 4 random fields will not, you know, feed Stormwind. You know, the 4 random fields will not feed Stormwind. The human kingdom, the kingdom at large, you know, the 4 fields wouldn't do that. So, hold on. So yeah, it's obviously summated, but I thought I had a lot less money. How much did I gain here? Okay, I gained a ton of cash. Oh yes, the 2 bars, yeah. But yeah, Stormwind, like the Westfall is clearly summated. There's probably meant to be more fields there, you know. Westfall's probably summated. Um, Stormwind itself is probably summated. There's probably more people. There's presumably more people in there. It's, you know, a grander encampment, like a grander place. But you know, they summate it so you aren't having to walk through a really expansive place with, you know, like, they wouldn't need that extra space, you know, for mechanic reasons and whatnot. So you end up walking further for the same stuff, and they have to condense it down a bit for palatability's sake, for actual playability. Because imagine, running around as like a level, before you have a mount in a really expansive place. That's gonna take you for fucking ever to do. So that's why they'll do it. Wow. 14 agility, Jesus. But yeah. Okay. So that's why they summate it. Something may be grander or maybe more expansive, but they condense it down. And I get why they do it, but at the same time it kind of bugs me because I want to know exactly what does the full Stormwind look like. What does the full Westfall look like? I want to see the full zone. And so it's torn between understanding it and agreeing with it, because I would hate to have to run the full Westfall, do the same quest, but have to run twice the distance. Or as a low level working my way through the streets of Stormwind, and the streets have just gotten twice or 3 times as long. So, I can get why it is the way it is, and I agree with it. It's for the best it is the way it is. But it still feels friggin' tedious. Well, not tedious. This feels tedious. It still feels just wrong, you know? I get it, I agree with it. It's for the best that it is the way it is. In summating it, in not showing the full thing. It's for the best it's like that, but at the same time I really want to know what the full thing is like, you know? I just really want to know the full story, you know? Kinda sucks that you can't. Can't be bothered. Kind of realizing there's no tie-in going on for AV in phase 1 they brought in Warson Gulch, and they had the tie-in for Battle for Ashenvale. It's the second BFA, and generally probably the better BFA. But you know, they had Battle for Azeroth, Battle for Ashenvale. They had Battle for Ashenvale tied in with Warson Gulch. You gain rep with the Warson Gulch factions through it. Similarly, with the Zandalar, you could buy wood from down there and trade it into your Ratty Basin vendor, and you know, there's a tie-in. There's no such thing for AV. Really doesn't need it though.
What brings you here? Good luck, friend. Go in peace.
Actually, given that I can just buy the stuff from the auction house.
Good luck, friend. May the stars guide you.
This is going pretty well. Don't have enough to get to to
Voila.
the next tier though.
Farewell. Go in peace. May the stars guide you. Denali.
I could have bought any of the others, Star Shells or Star Lotus.
Good luck, friend. Denali. Good luck, friend. Greetings.
Like, I don't need to actually gather them. I just pick Star Silver as it's what I try doing myself.
Denali. May the stars guide you.
Should be running out any second now.
I am. Go in peace. Good luck, friend. May the stars guide you. Go in peace.
Yeah, probably about now.
Denali. Greetings.
Yeah, there we go. So I have 9 left over, and so I need to. I'm gonna go get 1 now, and then I'm going to. Of course. I'm gonna go get 1 now, then I'm gonna go turn it in. And I am not sure what they're doing. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go turn. I'm gonna go get 1 of that bit of ore, turn it in, and then. I'm gonna go get one of that bit of ore, turn it in, and then I'm going to head elsewhere. Not really in the mood to deal with this, and not in the mood to spend even more money yet. I need to kind of take it easy. Okay, I'm actually going to stop for a second. 20, 21, 22, 23. Alright, let's continue. Even in the Emerald Dream, that card is broken down. Kind of forgot about this.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still charging.
Okay, let us hi. Did you enjoy watching me fight to the death there? Freak.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready.
I suppose if I want to grind for that ore, best way to do it, at least that I know so far, would be that cave right there. Because there's a node on top and 4 inside. And all it comes down to is respawn rate. I can kill the...
That's still recharging.
Jesus.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
I can kill the fox in there easy enough, so it's something.
That spell I can't cast that. That spell isn't ready. I can't cast that yet.
I'm getting worried about this bed I'm on. I raised my leg up here.
That spell
Like I'm fecked off here on the bed. I'm like lying relatively full stretch, and I raised my left knee up so the knee was facing the ceiling, and it's kind of the leg to the knee is straight up, and then the foot comes, then the knee. The bit from the hip to the knee is straight up, the knee's facing the ceiling, then it goes down, and the foot's like aimed at the wall over there. And the bed shook from it. Just me lifting my leg, and I feel it shudder. It's concerning. I'm always paranoid with trying to describe things. Like, is that an okay way to describe it? Is this way? Is it this way? And I end up just fumbling everything. Basically, yeah. I pulled back. My leg was full stretch out. I pulled it back up, and it was like, you know, bent in half, knee pointing to the ceiling. And that was and I kind of like moved a bit on my hip, and that was enough to cause the whole bed to shake, to judder. It's a little concerning, in all honesty. Kind of scared of the bed going from under me, you know? I think if Anne did break, it'd probably be a single board, not, you know, gonna send me plummeting to the ground. Though I'm also paranoid of it being more egregious, and I know, like, oh god, the sides went off on it. I'm just being a worrywart, though. It wouldn't go that bad. I'm just, you know, What's the worst that could happen? Oh, I spontaneously explode. Okay, I'm gonna be afraid of that now. So yeah. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, that's just how my mind works. Like, what's the worst thing that could happen here? Uh, like, I'm gonna go to the shop. What's the worst that can happen? I get dragged out back and raped to death. Alright, that's my fear now. I exaggerate. Honestly, there I exaggerate, but, you know, I'm a warrior ward, so it's just like the bed judders a bit, like, or creaks a bit. But I'm just imagining it's exploding with me on it. It's like a singularity, you know?
Peace be with you. Good luck, friend.
So how much left? Uh, 3 maybe? That is very close. Wow. Because my skill is low right now, that's what it's telling me about, like, glancing blow, chance 452%. Damage negative 477.5%. Hit, miss, 48.2%. It's claiming my movement speed is 173%. Which only tracks if... I don't know how that tracks. I think it's adding in my pursuit of justice without actually acknowledging that it is... like, it's only on foot. It doesn't apply to mounted speed. Not unless it is counting to mounted speed, and it's even better than I thought. Jalande Summer Drake. I kind of wish the gnomes would just get their capital city back and be done with it in retail, because they've been humming and hawing about it for expansions now, for the whole game, and I kind of want it done with. Just pull a Scarlet Key and leave people have access to the old instance and just move on, you know?
Hi.
Kind of had sad news earlier. Not for me personally, just there was a character in a game that I've played for the channel, uh, and they survive the game and die in one of the war novels they're in. And it's just like, fuck. I'm actually kind of sad about that. Because, you know, they went through the whole event of the game to get murked. Dramatically, but murked all the same in a novel. And it's just like, fuck. It just kind of blew, you know? Copper. Jesus. But anyway. I'll be back in a bit.